Respected principal, my esteemed colleagues, distinguished parents, and my dear students who are attending the function offline and online. It is my privilege to speak a few words on this occasion, and I welcome you all on this historic day. It is a red letter day in the history of India because our country got freedom in 1947 on that day. The freedom is priceless. The freedom is invaluable. And as a teacher, I want my students, they should study about the freedom struggle. They should read about this freedom struggle. They should know about the contribution and sacrifices of great fighters. Only then they will be able to understand the importance and the significance of this day. Otherwise, it is customary for them. Today is the day to remember the millions of men and women who belong to different parts of the country, who laid down their lives or who took part in India's freedom struggle that started in 1857 and continued till 1947. We only know the names of the great leaders. We know or read about the leaders who were the national figures during that period of time, but we do not know about these millions of Indians, the common men and women. Indeed, they are really our unsung heroes. And it is the time, it is the day that we should pay tribute to these millions of people of India, along with the great leaders and freedom fighters. The list of the freedom fighters and the national leaders is very long. If I start reading the name of each and every leader, it will take hours or days, and you will feel bored. But it will be injustice to our great leaders. The most important among them all, who led this struggle from the front. The man who led this struggle was a person who believed in simple living and high thinking, wears loin clothes, wears glasses, had a walking stick. He was physically weak but mentally very strong. He is none other than Mr. M.K. Gandhi, who is known as the father of the nation and popularly known among the children as the Bapu. Along with him, there were many leaders who worked under his leadership, like Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who became the first Prime Minister of India, Subhash Chandra Bose, Ali brothers, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, and Rajguru. The list is very long, as I said, and it is not possible for me to remember all these freedom fighters at this juncture today. They helped us. They helped India got this freedom. The man who was at the helm of the affair, Mr. Gandhi, has so many qualities, so many traits, so many uh, characteristics. But I like him most for one reason, that he was such a man who never accepted any post before independence or after independence. When the function of independence was being celebrated at the Red Fort in Delhi, he was in Bihar. He went there to uh, meet the people because there was a communal right over there, and he announced that he would go on hunger strike and would not break his fast till the people of the city stop the communal violence, and he got success. The great scientist Albert Einstein once said about him, generation to come will hardly believe, generation to come will hardly believe that such a man of hard flesh and blood ever walked on this earth. And indeed, he is unique, he is genius, he is exceptional. We cannot compare to anyone. I salute him and I pay rich tribute to him as well as all other freedom fighters. Dear friends, we know that we have different culture, different traditions, different religion, different caste, and it is India is like a basket in which different flowers are kept, and that makes India a beautiful country. That makes India a different country, and that is why our country outshines in the country. We have made progress in different fields of life, but still there is room for improvement, and India is still facing many problems even after 75 years of independence. And this coronavirus has multiplied the problems of Indians. The problem of unemployment and the economic crisis has put India in difficulty. Coronavirus can be cured, but there is another problem which is bigger than coronavirus, which cannot be cured, which is damaging the country, which is spoiling the social fabric of the country. These are the communalism and the casteism. Still, we have not been able to root them out. And it is said that if there is no peace, the country will not progress. If there is no harmony, the country will not progress. I would like to mention the slogan given by our Prime Minister that appeals me most. And he gave it after the victory of Lok Sabha election in 2019. He said, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas and Sabka Vishwas. Really, it is a beautiful slogan. It is a meaningful slogan. It is a very significant slogan. But I am sorry to say that it has not been implemented in letter and spirit. If it is implemented and forced by the people of this country, many of the problems of this country will be solved. This slogan represents or refer to inclusive approach, where all the communities and groups or caste or region should be taken on board. Only then the country can progress. Another slogan that is also very important, that is Beti Padhao Beti Bachao, which is symbolic of gender justice, and it will give empowerment to the women of this country, which is the need of the hour. And it is said about the women, if the women gets education, she gets education for herself, not only herself but also for the family and the neighborhood. If a man studies, he studies for himself, but if a woman studies, she studies for the family, for the neighborhood, for the entire community. But it has not been implemented. I am sure that the people of India, if they come forward, all of us should make effort to ensure that these slogans should be put in practice and should ensure their implementation in letter and spirit for the betterment of this country, for the interest of this country. I hope people will work in this direction. It is the duty of all Indians to ensure that we should work harder than before and follow the path shown by our great leaders, and we should try our best to fulfill their dreams. If we do so, that will be our greatest tribute to all freedom fighters, our leaders, and millions of Indians who participated and laid down their lives for our mother's sake, for our motherland. With these words, I want to take your leave, but before that, I would like to thank my principal and my convener of the program and the vice principal for providing me this opportunity to express my views. I also thank the audience for listening to me patiently, and once again I thank you all. Thank you very much.